Hey, what's up? It's your boy ADHD Tart here. Yeah, I know we're like 24 hours away from the biggest fight in internet history, but just a couple final thoughts before we actually, enter the arena in the UK and see who wins with all this shenanigan BS. Though, let me just say that this whole entire fight, I really don't feel like there's enough initiative or anything like that to really say that one person's like righteous in a way, though. I mean, when it comes to this whole boxing match, regardless whether it's KSI versus Jake Paul or Logan Paul or Deji versus the freaking Muffin Man, all of this is just like completely pointless, though. If you ask me, it's completely pointless because I don't feel like there's like any momentum going into the fight. There's nothing really worth fighting for this fight. This is just for charity, and that's it, just to prove who's has the bigger ball set, honestly. I mean, but aside from that, though, let me just express real quick that, I'm a fan of Logan Paul, Jake Paul, KSI, and Deji. I've been a fan of them for a while. Been a fan of all of them, though, And a lot of people kind of hate the fact and even dislike some of my fucking videos because I don't hate somebody that they hate, which makes no sense to me because if I hated somebody that you hate because you hate them, what would that make me, So I just kind of came to the conclusion that, I liked all of them, though, because there is some video that they made one point in their lives that actually, kind of connected to me as, I may have liked. So just because you hate somebody doesn't mean I should hate somebody. So let's just get that out of the way first. But, when it comes to the fight, first, the Deji versus Jake Paul one, I hope Deji wins because he's kind of been, slacking on the momentum and he really hasn't said anything that's really hurtful or deep setting to Jake Paul. So, this fight has got to be him because if Jake Paul wins, he's going to be playing that dope-ass champion track, which the song is good, the chorus is good, but the girl or boy singing it, I don't know who is the downfall of that song. That's number one. Number two, Deji really doesn't, seem to be threatening at this time, what he said during the press conferences doesn't really make me believe him or put money on him as a bet for that. So, I'm really hoping that he can beat Jake Paul because if not, Jake Paul's arrogance is going to go up, and that's the thing I don't like about Jake Paul really, is that he might seem arrogant at some times, but aside from that, he can be entertaining, though. He can be a funny guy. Logan Paul, on the other hand, is just like the funny, big loving guy, big heart loving guy. He never made fun of anybody during the suicide video forest thing. Not sure what everybody's complaining about. He never made fun of anybody. I never heard about that. Watched the whole video too. He never made a joke about it, but he did collaborations with Vice Gum, the same person who did collaborations with KSI. So he's kind of in the mix with that, though. He's kind of like the peacekeeper to that. I'm kind of hoping that. At first, I was hoping that Logan Paul won, but I mean, the thing about KSI, though, is that he has no momentum, though. I think he's just there to make fun of people and not really, mean anything to this fight. Like, these two fights are meaningless. They're just there for fights. That's it. It's not like, Logan, ran over KSI's cat and now he has to get revenge by doing a box match and paying for that or something like that. If it was something like that, then I would have been on KSI's side, but, I kind of have to take sides with Logan on this one because, he's just so humble, though. You can't really hate him, though. He's too much of a kind guy, I mean. And there's not really much different between KSI and Logan. They both, abuse women, if that makes any sense. Aside from that, I'm probably going to be able to stream the fight after I pay for it. Catch my drift. But yeah, I'm gonna watch the fight and whoever wins, whoever loses. But I kind of hope that Jake and Logan are gonna be okay because they're in UK territory, and I feel like after the fight, even if they win or lose, they're gonna get like bamboozled by all the fans and like the rowdy people because in UK, dude, those people will tear shit up. They do not care. Like they will just wreck the house down. So yeah, that's pretty much it, though. Hopefully the fight goes okay. Hopefully everything goes alright afterwards, aftermath, and then hopefully after this we can actually come to common sense as human beings and say, fighting is just pretty much not solving anything. unless it's for charity. All right.